If I never changed this one thing about my life, I would not be where I'm at today. And that is relying on other people and allowing somebody to have power in your life and your career. Not feeling that they're reciprocating the same as you're giving to them. Like your career is nothing compared to theirs. Sometimes you got to tune back in to when you were a kid, before all the corruption and the negative impact society has on your soul. When you grow older, you need to try and channel what it was like when you was a kid. What did you love to do? What was you passionate about? You may be it's probably football or something like that, yeah? And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, how am I supposed to become a professional football player now? Have you ever thought that you might be the next big thing as a manager, as a football manager? If you have a look at some of these YouTube channels now, can't remember off the top of my head, hashtag United and things like this, they've literally crafted themselves a career off their own back of Sunday League football. Even grown men are like collectors of Pokemon. That's some shit that they had when they was kids and channeled back in, and now they've managed to channel that passion, what they had before corruption as a child, and channel it into a profitable business. So anybody can do whatever you want to do in this life. There is a market and an audience for fucking everything, mate. So you shouldn't have to want to rely on people. And the moment you do rely on people, and the moment that they know that you're relying on them, they've got a certain hold over you, man, that never sat well with me, bruv. Never sat well with me. And if it sits well with you, another man or, a company has got your career in their hands, and they could literally send you a letter tomorrow and fuck you off out of it. You could have been loyal to that company for years. They don't give a shit. It's business. And I've been guilty about letting my emotions take over with it, but I'm guilty of that. But it's business. You can't let someone else have control over your life, man. We're already controlled by the government. You want another hand on you? Fuck that. You need to break out of it. Investing into yourself as a brand, as a company, and making money like this. And anybody can do it. As I say, there is a market for absolutely anybody and everybody's passion. Don't let other people's perceptions on you. You can't control people's thoughts, man. You are quite capable and a strong enough person to take your life into your own hands. But it's hard to trust anybody in this world anyway. So so the less people that you got to rely on, the better. I live in a world where I can't even trust my family. My dad, for instance, I can't trust that man, and it's sad. There's a film, Charlie Richardson, I think it's called Richardson's. No, Charlie is called. Go and watch it. Good film. There's a little saying he says in it.
Yeah, give us the boat. Do you trust your old man? know you should never trust anybody but your old man. Now give us the boat. That's it. You like this boat, don't you? Yeah, it's nice. Did I tell you about the tides?
No.
No? Well, you see, Charlie, you don't want to do any work like carrying this. I mean, apart from there being little room for it in the car, I mean, you gotta lug this bloody thing all the way up there, haven't you? So now, you take the tides. You see, the tide, it goes from here, and it goes all the way to London Bridge, yeah? And it comes all the way back again. So, get your boat, put it in the water, and let it sail all the way up on the tide to London Bridge, yeah? And then we pick it up when we get there. Do you want to do that?
No.
Just put it in the water. It saves lugging the bloody thing about, don't it? Hey, listen, don't you trust me? Go on, set it in the water. That's it, that's it. Okay, come on. I fancy a pint, I must say that.
Now you're probably sitting there thinking, poor little bugger. But see, my dad taught me a valuable lesson that day. He taught me that you must never trust anyone, 100%. After all, if he, the man I love more than anything, could do this, what could all the other little toe rags who came round kissing up to me in later years take from me in a moment of weakness?
So if you can't trust your dad, who the fuck can you trust? And who will stab you in the back given any opportunity? So sometimes it is better to be alone, man. At least figure yourself out and figure the world out. And we're lucky enough to be in a world now where we don't have to rely on people. We don't. But anyway, just step back, take a little moment, book yourself a flight out to Thailand. Because I know you're probably, a lot of you are watching this on a come down right now. And that is a lot of the problem, innit? But as I say, I've been there, mate. I've had the same problem. But this here is my rehab look. But it all depends on you, doesn't it? All depends on if you can grab this world by the bollocks. My brother always used to say something to me. He always used to say, Rick, have a fucking tear up with it. That's what you got to do, man. Sometimes you got to look at life, look at your situation and have a fucking tear up with yourself over it.